It's my diversity shield. Come with me to the dance floor. Move like you never knew you could. Get off of your high horse and get healthy like you know you should. I'm a fat soul, it's so natural. Time for fitness. I just wanna see my kids grow up. A fitness. I don't wanna die young. A fitness. I don't wanna die young. A fitness.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the show. This is this is Dude Bro Fitness Bois. It's been a while since we've done this.
It's been about 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 weeks.
It's been 2 weeks, but then before that one, it was also another 2 weeks. So I'm forgetting how the show works. This is Dude Bro Fitness Bois, the show where I try and lose 100 pounds in under a year. And we're doing it because I was a big fatso and I don't want to be that.
And you literally can't say you're a big fatso anymore.
Well, I'm still
You could probably say you're a fatso, but not a big fatso.
okay. I'm a fatso. I'm obese. No longer morbidly obese.
Yeah, sure.
The scale still tells me every morning that I'm obese. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, I had my physical with my doc, my yearly physical. You know, I got my private parts. I got my private parts touched by a grown adult. Like all of my bad numbers were no longer bad, and there was one bad number that was still bad, but a lot less bad.
So that I'm interested in. That I'm like ridiculously interested in.
Yeah, I can't tell you because of HIPAA.
It's your own crap.
Oh, yeah, okay, I kid. I'd have to.
It's your own crap.
It's called a joke, Corwin. Read the room. Goodness, I do comedy, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. Let's just pull up all of my medical information. Let's see. I think I haven't actually looked at it since. There we go. Medical group. Sign in to view this message. So, yeah, I had about 2 weeks off of the diet. Because I forgot. Well, there was Thanksgiving, and we talked about this beforehand. I was kind of debating just skipping Thanksgiving entirely, or maybe just taking one day and then going right back into it. And we've talked about my pie every year, right?
Yes. Every year you text me about this pie. Everything
is so good. It's like, this is my treat. You can't just like go out and buy yourself a pecan pie, right? It's the best thing on earth. It's 100% sugar. You shouldn't be eating pecan pie regularly. But hey, once a year, I get pecan pie from the most expensive bakery in Utah, and I get it for free because my realtor comes and drops it off. And the thing is, I get a pecan pie, and none of my kids like it. So it's just for me, and I spread it out across like 2 weeks. I have one piece of pecan pie a day. And that takes about 1 week, a week and a half. Sometimes I have 2 slices. And I get that one for me because it's kind of hard to make a perfect pecan pie. You can make crappy pecan pies or like mediocre ones, but if you want the consistency just right, it's a very delicate balance. If you're off by just a little bit, your pie starts oozing.
Right.
That's the last thing you want for a perfect pecan pie. It's a very delicate dance. So I buy that because it's just too hard to do by yourself, and it's like the best thing on earth. And my kids eat other pies, and I eat that one. But I didn't do that. I was like, okay, if I get a pecan pie, I'm the only one who's going to eat it. So I ordered a pie that the kids would eat, the expensive kind. I also made Thanksgiving and all the pies for my family. So I did all the work. Yeah, I did everything. I did a full Thanksgiving, lots of work. And we went to go get our pie, and they'd accidentally given it away to someone else. And so she handed me a pecan pie and said, I'll bring your other pie back later. And so here's the thing. I'm basically Abraham from the Bible. Okay. Because I was willing to sacrifice my son, God gave me blessings.
Sure.
And if that's not the spirit of Thanksgiving, I don't know what is. So I decided to take an entire week for Thanksgiving off, and I didn't even get to eat most of the pie. For some reason, my kids like pecan pie now, and they ate more than half of it. I got 3 slices.
Count your blessings, Abraham.
So I took that week off, and then I had to go to Dragonsteel last week. Dragonsteel Nexus, because I got free media pass to cover that. And I wasn't staying at my house, and I was like, I'm not bringing all this. I'm not bringing food to my grandma's house.
Yeah,
Like,
100%. Yeah, I get it.
And I wouldn't be able, the show is called What I Eat in a Day, and I eat I can't bring around frozen broth at a convention where I'm literally there from dusk till dawn. I couldn't heat it, So I took 2 weeks off. I haven't been to the gym in 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks now. I was planning on going tonight, and hopefully I can still get 2 gym sessions in this week. If I can squeeze one in tonight, and if not, it'll just be one. So
I mean, we've talked about this in previous shows. So anyone who's watching, we've talked about this multiple times. It is extremely hard to do a diet like the carnivore diet, a straight carnivore diet, around the holidays. Around vacation stuff, it depends, but like around the holidays, it's really hard. And so, unless it is literally your 100% lifestyle, again, I don't advocate punishing yourself. You've done so good. You have lost 60 pounds in 4.5, 5 months.
Yeah.
August, September, October, November. So December. So we're in month 5.
Basically took a month and a half off.
And you've got, you're on it right now. You'll take a break you'll take another break between Christmas and New Year's, I'm assuming. After that,
I'm going to try not to.
Try not to, yeah.
I don't usually do like Christmas dinner as elaborate as Thanksgiving, so.
Right. But again, it's just, if anyone is listening that is trying to do what you're doing, which we'll get into what you're eating, why you're eating it, all that stuff. Around the holidays, it's really hard. So stop. I hate to say, make it your New Year's resolution, because most New Year's resolutions are crap. Uh-huh. But when it comes to dieting, yeah, I'm going to start the carnivore diet. And then you go to a Christmas party and there's your favorite pecan pie. Or there's your favorite, there's a whole bunch of.
Or God gives you a pecan pie.
Right. Or grandma suddenly comes up from the dead and makes your favorite cookies. It's really hard around Christmas time. So just my advice for people who are dieting around Christmas time is be aware of what you're eating and how much you are eating, and all things in moderation, right? Yep. All things in moderation. Try to eat healthy, and whatever you're eating, cut it in half, because you're going to get way too much pie. You're going to get way too much cake. You're going to get way too much, bread, like rolls. You're on your 7th dinner roll. Sure. Right. But just cut whatever you're eating in half and enjoy the holidays. It's that simple. You might gain a couple of pounds that's fine because it's going to come off January, February. It'll come off super quick.
Mm-hmm.
So
also like, it's kind of shocking in a good way, like how many like more like healthy options there are for like, you know, dessert replacement stuff now than they were, you know, in the 90s.
Yeah,
like I was able to make a few like mostly not sugar free, but very low sugar pies. Like I made a chocolate ganache peanut butter mousse pie out of like sugar free PB Fit.
right.
So like literally the only sugar was coming from the tiny amount that's in dark chocolate and a little bit in like the crust, you know, graham cracker. So
Right.
it's pretty good, you know, and there's lots of sugar-free fruit fillings and stuff. So yeah, no, like it's a lot easier to eat less sugar and stuff. And so even though I wasn't on my specific diet, I wasn't like pigging out. We had Domino's one day, you know, but
yeah, I mean, yeah, you're going to. It is what it is. Life
and
is
then
life.
yeah, for the last weekend at the convention, I wasn't really eating healthy. I didn't have time. I woke up and I ate a cold bagel and then 3 energy drinks throughout the day and then Taco Bell at 10 o'clock at night, right? But yeah, going back, I had one meal a day, you know, like, so Taco Bell, baby. Oh, I splurged. I had Taco Bell like twice. I had a burger and fries. I had a pastrami burger because I was in Salt Lake, and that's what you do there. And I had Domino's once. But other than that, Thanksgiving food, you know, if you don't eat too much stuffing anyway, it's turkey and mashed potatoes. Like, it's not that unhealthy of a meal to like indulge on, you know?
It's usually very carb heavy, which is the problem.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
It's not like, again, all things in moderation. So keep that in mind, guys. While you're going through the holidays, if you're on a diet, all things in moderation. Be happy with a slice of pie. Be happy with a dinner roll or 2. Don't have 4 slices of pie and 8 dinner rolls, right? Enjoy meals. Enjoy your food. Just be conscious of what you're eating. But let's get into your. I want to see your blood work, dude. My
blood work. Oh yeah, okay.
I am very fascinated about this. This is something I'm uber fascinated about. Because I remember last time when you had this, you called me. It was like a year ago before we even started this, and I remember you telling me, you were like, dude, I'm like pre-diabetic. I'm having like all these. I'm gonna have heart problems. Like, you were telling me all this stuff. Like, I'm gonna die. And now you're saying all these bad numbers, except for one, are good numbers, and that's incredible to me.
I don't know if I have the same sheet to compare it to last year. Let's see. Oh, what is this? This provider tech? Nope, that's not it. Recall. Okay, I'm going to have to go to test results. But yeah, we can go over what I eat in a day too. I kind of had to make this up too, because when I'm so I found switching back to the diet, if I just like fast for 2 days straight, it basically preempts the keto flu.
Yeah.
Because and also, well, it gives you like a teeny, really, really short keto flu, and also you're miserable because you're fasting too. So, this is what like this is not accurate, and I kind of had.
What you're trying to
this
say.
Is what I should. This like if when I just finished fasting and now I'm easing into it. I'm building back up to like 1,500 calories. So this is not what I ate today, but this is what I would eat on a regular day, trying to hit 1,500 calories. So
sure, this is too.
I wake up every morning. I eat 2 eggs with a sprinkle of cheese and whatever meat is available. Right? It's a ham lunch meat, or sometimes bacon, or sometimes if I've prepared ahead of time, this will be a Spanish variation where I fry up some longanisa and some burnt onions and eggs and cheese. And the longanisa is really fatty, so it's a little bit more calories. That would be closer to 400, maybe like 380 or 350.
Sure.
If I have a longanisa breakfast, but as you can see, like, there's some give or take, right?
Yeah, there you've got room.
Then, and this is why I stopped recording, and I need to I need to be good about it because it makes me focus. I did not have a sirloin steak for lunch. I had my broth, and so I'm just guessing that's like about maybe 4-6 ounces of meat, depending on how much got in the scoop. So this is my variation. This is what I live on. This is my big meal for the day. It's my variation on French onion soup, and it's better because there's meat in it. So I wither some onions in oil, then add some butter, then add some white wine, and then a bunch of some fish sauce. Or it's probably not authentic French onion seasoning. I just make it up. And then I dump it in a crock pot with either soup bones or stew meat. And in this case, it was a little extra indulgent. These were short ribs.
Okay.
Because
cool.
I have an entire cow frozen in our freezer. Well, I have significantly less because I've been living on it for the last half a year. So this one's decadent. This one's short ribs, and they're a lot fattier. So this one has a lot more fat congealed on top. You can kind of see it's a teeny little, microscopic layer
film.
of fat.
Sure.
Yeah, little. Normally, it's not even that fatty with soup bones or stew meat, or it won't be that as much fat as you get from a short rib, which is very, very fatty. So yeah, onions basically have 0 calories.
Correct.
It's like 1 gram for 5 onions,
Yeah, it's negligible. You burn more calories digesting the onion than you actually get from the onion.
And they add so much flavor. And I've gotten really good at making fake French onion soup, but with meat in it, so it's better. So it's mostly broth, a little bit of meat, a little bit of onions, and occasionally, if I'm feeling naughty, maybe some chopped parsnips go into the batch, and you get a couple chunks of that, which is slightly more carby. It's approaching the consistency of a potato, which is very carb heavy, but much more healthy. We didn't get to talk about the convention last. I talked about it for a little bit, but I'm working on some videos. So we'll talk about it more. Where am I? Oh yeah. Okay. So that's my lunch. There's a breakfast, lunch, and then for a snack, when I'm feeling hungry, this is literally a daily staple. This is the Costco salami. Yep. It is. There's another brand there, and it's good, but the Costco version is better. And sometimes the other brand goes on sale, and I'm like, but the Costco one's better. I grab 9 slices of this, and a slice of pepper jack or habanero jack cheese, and I fold that in half 3 times and then rip it 3 times. So I have 9 little cheese squares, and I wrap it up and I eat. It's so good, and it's very fatty too. So it's probably 60-40 meat to fat ratio, like you can see. So I've found if I'm just not paying attention, I won't eat enough fat, and my poops get too hard.
Yep.
So this is me this is the overcorrection. This is me paying attention and trying to, use short rib meat so it's slightly more fatty. Add an extra scoop of butter on the eggs.
Right.
I don't like scooping butter on my eggs. It feels very wrong. So if I can scoop if I can put an extra scoop of butter into my broth, like that's more palatable. You put tuna in the salami. I gotta try that. Actually, I keep forgetting that tuna is an option, but like a tuna salad.
Yeah, tuna salad
shoved inside a lettuce wrap with a slice of cheese and maybe some pickles if you're feeling spicy. You probably don't need pickles.
I mean, pickles no calories. Cucumber has no calories.
Yeah, I think like tomatoes are more high in calories, but still like not a bad option. But
the point
I'm trying to stick to mostly carnivore, right? But I will treat myself to a vegetable. You want to know a good treat? You want to know a good treat? Pimento olives. This is 99.9% fat. There is nothing else on the nutrition label. You eat like 10 of those, super salty. That's a good like midnight snack. You know, if you're like, oh, you're really hurting, you don't want to eat before you go to sleep, pop in 5 olives. That's I like that.
These are the hacks.
These are the hacks. And then dinner, I will so the snacks that go in between are, the snack is either a cheese stick. It could also be a cheese stick with a couple slices of lunch meat wrapped around it, right? Dinner is usually like I get a rotisserie chicken and I'll chunk off the thigh and the leg and eat it. I have some sugar-free barbecue sauce. Is it Sweet Baby? Yeah, Sweet Baby Ray's makes a decent sugar-free barbecue sauce. It is not the real thing. Like, it's not anywhere near as good as real barbecue sauce, but it's not terrible. And so chicken or like a piece of fish or a steak. Sometimes I'll have a steak. I have a few of those, or some like shrimp. I've done. I cook up shrimp. I like to cook. I freaking love cooking. If fish is on sale, I'll cook up some fish. I'll typically, the best way to cook up, fish. If it's not a rotisserie chicken, if I'm cooking chicken, it's usually in a pan. So I have a smoker too, but it's getting cold now, so I don't do as much smoking. But smoking your food makes everything taste better. So if it's like fish or chicken or even steak, I pretty much do the same thing every time. I toast off the steak or the chicken or the fish, pull it out of the pan, deglaze the pan with cream, and turn the crusty stuff in the pan into a sauce. Add a can of mushrooms, because those are 0 calories, and some fresh cheese, and thicken it up into a sauce that you then pour over your steak or your chicken or your fish. If it's fish, you got to add some lemon. I mean, I like tuna too. The problem is I like tuna on like a toasted, like the bread is so toasted it's slicing open the top of your mouth. For some reason, the mushiness and the mixed with the crunchiness of a really toasted toast. I love peanut butter jelly. I love tuna fish sandwiches. So
I like butter jelly.
It is disappointing to eat like a tuna salad without bread.
The crunch.
I also like peanut butter and jelly, but yeah, I like that crunch. Yeah, and then, crunches.
And then I know you'll do a protein shake every once in a while or every day, right?
If I'm working out, I'm doing a protein shake, or if I'm hungry at night, I'll toss one in. Or we have a Ninja Creamy as well, and we can freeze those and turn it into ice cream and put it in. Make yourself a root beer float at a 0 calorie root beer.
Heck yeah!
Make yourself a root beer float or a dirty soda. This is a very Utah thing. You take your soda, you pour in some half and half, and then you pour in your mixers. This is a sugar-free coconut. It's terrible. Torani's a great brand. Most of their other sugar-free flavors are fantastic. The coconut just really doesn't. it's not very good. Just buy the sugary coconut. You're only putting in a little bit anyway. And the serving size on these is 2 tablespoons. It's like 70 calories for 2 tablespoons. You need like a splash. And it gives your soda a flavor. Like, you're not consuming 70 calories. Like, I could get away with the sugar version of the coconut. But yeah, coconut in root beer with some half and half. That's what I'm drinking right now. And the carbonation plus the cream tides you over a little bit, you know. I drink a lot of sparkling water now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know people that drink.
So I used to hate, but it fills you up. It kind of tides you over. And if you want to, you can add a bunch of flavors. I have like 30 of these because we throw parties where we make dirty sodas, you know. If you're doing sparkling water, though, you have to add a lot more. Or you could just be a man and drink sparkling water. Parm cheese crisps. Yeah, so that's the thing. Oh yeah, we covered the whole thing. Yeah, and then a protein shake, right? And that's usually because I'm working out at night. Yeah, so Crispies. That's the thing. Go on. You say your thing.
I was gonna say the point of the carnivore diet, because I know there's a few people that are wondering, like, because they're going, oh well, the parsnip doesn't have a lot of calories in it, and it's low calories in, high calories out. Yes, that's for any weight loss program whatsoever. It's calories in versus calories out.
Right.
But what you're wanting to do with the carnivore diet is you're wanting your body to make its primary energy source come from fats.
Yeah.
Your liver will create ketones, hence the ketosis. That's where it's named as ketones.
Yeah.
And that is what helps break down the fat in your system. And when your body is using fats as its main power source, as the main source of energy, you don't feel hungry because you have fat on your body, and your body will start to eat that fat because it has the ketones to break down that fat. So people who are like, oh well, you have all this fat and your body, well, if you don't have the ketones, your body will not break down your fat in your system. And so that's why in any diet, in any calorie deficit diet, you will feel hungry. You're going to feel essentially it's the keto flu, because your liver making ketones when it starts doing it, when it's not used to doing it, is not a pleasant process. However, once you do get ketosis and your liver is constantly pumping out ketones to eat the fat, you don't feel hungry. You don't lose energy. You don't.
You get hungry, but you don't feel weak. Yeah.
You don't. That's what I'm trying to say. Is like you don't feel weak. Like you'll be like, man, I'm hungry. But then there's also times where you're not hungry. There's plenty of times where you're like, man, I haven't eaten in like 18 hours.
Yeah.
And I'm fine. I'm going to eat because I need to eat.
No, I could easily go 24 hours. I could probably go 2 days and like I'd be hungry, and it wouldn't be pleasant, but I wouldn't like need to eat anything.
And the wild thing is your energy level isn't attached to food because your body's using its fat source.
Your happiness is, for sure.
Yeah, you're happy.
It's not like it's miserable. Like, but like I could go outside and build a fence and I wouldn't collapse.
Right. And I think that's the main point.
It doesn't, if you're that's if I wasn't eating anything, right?
Right.
It doesn't have to be miserable. I'm also making it miserable for myself because I'm trying to speed run this. So
right, and that is true. You are making it miserable for yourself at times to speed run this. But I mean, that's the point is, if you have too many carbs, it doesn't matter where the carbs come from. If the carbs come from sugar, if the carbs come from vegetables, if the carbs come from starches, wherever the carbs come from, once you hit a certain level of carbs, and it's about 10 to 15% of your diet, of your overall diet for the day, when you hit that level of carbs, your body, your liver automatically goes, oh, yay, I have carbs. I don't need to make ketones anymore.
And it stops running on fat. Yeah.
It stops running on fat.
So
correct.
it's anywhere from 20 to 50 grams of carbohydrates for your body to remain in ketosis. And obviously, like if you're really small, it's going to be the smaller number. Like I'm probably closer to the 50.
Correct.
I've been doing a lot of research though. So, yeah. Yeah, the difference between keto and carnivore. Yeah, carnivore, you just never get close because you never eat anything. And so, like, I don't feel bad.
Well, you only eat fats and meat. You
Yeah,
only eat meat.
right. I don't feel bad cheating a teeny bit on the carnivore with a vegetable because my body's still in ketosis, right? Like, you can
Correct.
eat a few
Yeah,
carbs.
100%. I agree.
But I will, if you like need it, you can cheat a teeny tiny bit and still stay in ketosis. Okay, like you can like there are desserts that are keto friendly. Like I've made keto brownies, and keto cheesecake that aren't the most disgusting things on the planet. Now, you gotta get good at it because the recipes are very temperamental, and if you're off by a degree, like it will taste like garbage.
Yeah, it's wild.
And you don't want to eat more than one piece of cheesecake because then even if it's keto friendly, you will exit ketosis, right? Like it's and if you're not a good cook, there are protein bars that, like this one, has 11 net carbs. So it has more total carbs. I think it has about 20 total carbs for a 180 calorie protein bar. This is just the Costco generic brand. Let's see, 180 calories. Total carbs 20. Net carbs is 10. So that's the net carbs is what counts towards ketosis. The other carbs come from dietary fiber, which just goes through your body like poop. That makes you go poop.
Right.
That makes sense. So
I'm gonna do something a little. You can keep talking. I'm gonna do something a little unprofessional. I just realized I've been using my iPad for this because it has a better camera. But I realized my kids took it off the charger, so I've got like 2%. I'm gonna swap over to a laptop. I'll be back in like 2 seconds, y'all.
Yeah. So now you don't want to eat 3 or 4 of these a day because that's too much. But if you treat yourself to one at the end of the day, that's totally fine. 10 carbs. This is a pretty, the Costco brand is pretty good. They have 4 different flavors. They're not too expensive. It's about $1 a bar. My wife really likes these ones, True Bar. It only comes in 2 flavors. There's a cookies and cream one, which is the one my wife likes, and she doesn't like the coconut one, so I end up eating them. But yeah, if you can't make a keto brownie or a keto cheesecake or a keto dessert, like it's okay to give yourself a treat. Yeah, Parmesan cheese crisps. That is a thing you can make. You can just toast up some Parmesan cheese. You can also buy some from the store. And that is absolutely like one of the hardest things about going carnivore is there is nothing crunchy at all. Nothing crunchy. Unless you like burn meat or crispy cheese chips, which are usually really expensive at the store. But you can make them yourselves. You can make them yourself. The Parm cheese crisp was for the tuna. Oh, yeah, that sounds good. Oh, yeah, because then it's crunchy. Yeah. You can also just eat them plain. I have found these. I don't recommend them. They are way too expensive. But the Quest protein chips they're not even that good. It's just something crunchy. It's just, if you just need a crunch in your mouth, like buy 1 bag, make it last 2 months because this bag costs $10. It's only half full. That's like a quarter full. It's, and this is the Costco, so this is the cheapest way to get it. These things are selling at Walmart, like the snack bags are like $5 each. It's insane, but they come in a lot more flavors. Also, way too much flavor, like way too much cheese powder. They're really not good. But like it's an option. It's there. So, yeah. I don't recommend the Quest cheese crisps. Also, every time I
I've had
open
a lot
a
of
bag,
people say that. I've had a lot of people say the
look,
crushed cheese crits.
I just did the spiel. They're ridiculously expensive. This bag is $10 at Costco, and this is the cheapest way to like, I literally only have it so that, like, I pull it out and eat like a handful of chips. I make this last like 2 or 3 months. I try to. The teeny snack bags at Walmart, they sell for like $5 each. It's insane, and they're also
wild.
they're over seasoned, but it's a thing. Pork rinds. Oh, you could do like, and I'm not good at that. Like fried, pouring boiling oil over pork rinds. That could give a good crunch. Yeah. Or I guess you can just buy a bag of pork rinds too.
Yeah.
I hadn't even thought about that. I always think of the making it myself first. That's the kind of person I am. So they make keto-friendly protein bars. Yeah. So this is keto-friendly. You just can't eat 10 of them. You can eat one of them or 2, depending on how big you are, 2 of these, that's 20 grams. That's the day. That's the only carb you can eat all day.
And again,
if you're skinny,
losing weight is all thermodynamics. It's calories in versus calories out. It doesn't matter. There was a study of a professor. I can't remember what
I gotta get that's genius. Thank you. I didn't even think of pork rinds.
There was a
way
study
cheaper than this garbage
where a professor ate nothing but Oreo cookies and Doritos.
But only like 2 of them a day.
Yeah, he calculated his calories out like we did at the beginning for you.
What an awful experience.
Oh yeah, no, it was terrible. And he did it with a bunch apparently. So he did it with himself, and then he did it with a bunch of other students, and they calculated the calories that you would need in a day. And then he would only give them every day. They'd go to him for food. He would make sure that they were getting, X amount of calories. So you're going to eat 1,200 calories of just Oreo cookies, only Oreo cookies. And of course the person had, all right, 12. So that would be about 24. That'd be about 24-ish, maybe 20 Oreo cookies a day. That's what they existed on for a month. And yeah, they lost weight. They lost 6, 7, 8 pounds that month. It's calories in versus calories out. However, how you do it will be how you feel. The people that eat healthy, you're going to feel better losing weight. If you eat like crap and your calories that you're putting in is donuts and Oreo cookies, but you're under your calorie limit, you're going to feel like absolute garbage.
I could be full all day if I just ate chicken breast, and that still wouldn't feel good.
No. So again, like the diet, like you've got a variety of it, and you're learning the hacks of the system. And you're learning, to get back on the diet. Like I just did this last week, and I'm doing it at work now because my work's a little crazy, but I do a bone broth fast for 2 or 3 days while I'm at work.
So the only, like, you're not fast, you're just drinking bone broth. Yeah,
bone broth. And maybe I'll have like for breakfast. I know this is not keto at all.
How many times a day are you drinking broth?
3 or 4.
3 or 4. Okay. So it's not a fast, but okay.
Yeah, they call it a bone broth fast.
Yeah.
I mean, really, I'm only making like 250 calories a day, but it's giving me like the nutrients I need essentially, and it forces my body back into ketosis.
Yeah. That's, and I discovered that myself. Like that's like the best thing is broth.
Yeah.
With a little, I have a little chunk. There's some meat.
And
chunks
I'll do that too. I'll do that too.
There's some meat chunks in there because that's how I make the broth is by cooking the meat. I'm not going to throw it out.
Yeah, absolutely not. No. But again, calories in, calories out. And the calories that you put into your body is going to be how you are going to feel while you're losing weight. Mm-hmm. Losing weight is not fun. It's just not. I wish there was an easy way. I mean, you've got Ozempic, but there's so many problems and complications that can come with some of these medications, and they don't really solve the underlying problems of blood work and health stuff.
It also comes with the negative downside of being associated with Cynthia Erivo.
So yeah.
Dude, bone marrow is so good.
Once you lose the weight you need to lose a little bit extra. and then we start balancing your meals. You're going to gain weight back.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, every time I go back to carbs, I immediately gain 10 pounds of water weight.
Yeah, instantly.
And so and I'm back down. So like, yeah. Hold up. Yeah, if you want to look at my weight.
Yeah, let's look at the stats. We've got that.
I jumped up 10 pounds, and I'm down 10 pounds. Oops, that's not it. I haven't charged my Fit. I need to start wearing my Fitbit again. Yeah. See, I was at like 80, 89 before Thanksgiving. Jumped up to what? No.
That's for the month, so it's just going to December. You'll have
to do the wrong app. I need to pull up this one. I need to pull up my scale. This is the one that's better. Yeah. So that I was at 88. I was at 288. Jumped up to 300. Gained 12 pounds. As soon as I got back on, immediately lost it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I probably gained 2 pounds of fat over my 2 week splurge.
Probably, yeah. I that's probably a good.
But that was basically what happened last time too. Nope. When I went to New Mexico.
Yep, there it is.
It was.
And you were working, and the reason why you didn't gain as much is because you were working super hard doing that roofing project.
Well, and so then I deleted a number. When I first weighed in, it was 307. But it was the same day. I weighed in at 307, and then by no, the night before it was like I was going to sleep and I weighed in at 307, and I for some reason accidentally deleted it. And then by the next morning, I was 303. So it was like I lost 5 pounds overnight.
Yeah,
so I didn't feel bad about, but that was water weight.
So
yeah, I gained about 10 pounds. I gained a little bit more this time because it was Thanksgiving and I did have some pie.
Yeah, and that's the point. And
it was a bit longer break too.
Once you get to that level
if we just crop. Ooh, that looks real good. Look at that. Look at how fast I'm losing weight, guys.
That would be great, right?
Oops.
Once you get to the weight you want, weighing yourself every day is paramount. And I know it's crazy because you can eat what you want within reason, right? Mm-hmm. And that's kind of what we're saying. But when you weigh yourself every day and you say, all right, I want to be between for me, I want to be, and I need to lose a couple of pounds, but I want to be between 200 to 210, right? A 10-pound gap. That's what I want as a 10-pound gap. I want to be 210 or 205, 210. That's where I want to be. And when I weigh myself every day, when I start to get to that 209 pounds, it's like, oh, I need to back off a little bit. I need to just eat a little less for a week or two and bring myself back down. And then that way, when you weigh yourself every day and not every week or once a month, that way you see your body, oh, I'm gaining a little bit of weight. I'm just going to cut my portions in half for a couple of days and bring it back down. And that's how you manage it. All right, let's look at your blood stuff.
Okay. So I've got, I don't know what any of this stuff means. But I've got some from last year and some from this year, and it's not all the same things. So there's a liver panel, a lipid panel. That's the same.
Yeah, let's look at the lipid panel. I'm interested in the lipid panel.
Okay, so the concerns were
and the liver and lipid.
I just barely crossed the line into pre-diabetic. He's like, you're pre-diabetic. You're like right on the line. So
you're pre-diabetic. Yeah,
don't be a fat slob. I had thyroid problems, or the numbers were off on my thyroids and stuff. I don't know what I don't know what this is. But you wanted the liver? I had a bad aluminum. I don't know what that means. You said lipid? That's what you wanted to see. You wanted to see cholesterol.
Yeah.
Under the HDL cholesterol, whatever that is.
Mm-hmm. And HDL is the good cholesterol.
Oh, that's the good stuff. So I don't have any good stuff, and I have a lot more bad stuff. So 130 in 100 is where you don't want to be.
Yeah.
So yeah, bad cholesterol.
But the year before, all of these were bad. Correct?
This is the year before. This is 2004. This is last
Okay,
year.
this is 2004. Okay.
So I had bad cholesterol last year. I had bad aluminum. I had bad. This sounds
THS.
TSH. THC is the drug. I don't know what that is, but I was just barely out of range. I don't know what that means. HGB. Apparently I had a venereal disease.
Your TSH, that's your thyroid. I think it's like a thyroid hormone. So let me look it up. Hold on.
That's probably. I know I had a thyroid problem, so that's the one.
Yeah, TSH is a hormone produced by the gland, stimulates thyroid to produce hormones, play a vital role in regulating metabolism, energy levels, and bodily functions. So you had bad TSH levels.
Sure, whatever that means.
So it means you had a bad thyroid.
They said I had thyroid anomalies.
HGB-A1C, that's your pre-diabetic.
Okay.
If I remember, HGB T1.
And I also had mono. I don't know what that. Why can't they just use English? I had mono and
yeah, so that's a diabetic. That's for your that's your diabetes. So pre-diabetes.
Mm-hmm. I had mono. I had some motocross. Hatch stitches,
MCH,
and some Red Dead weekend splurges. So not terrible, but
so that's your hemoglobin, the average amount of red blood cells in your body, which fights off infections.
Yeah,
your RDW. Red blood cell distribution. Okay. How beefy your red blood cells are.
Yeah. And then so yeah, like, oh, you're not dying, but like lots of red flags. And then this is 2005. This is the thyroid. Back down to within the range.
Boom.
0.5 under, and we were 0.5 over before, whatever. Yeah. So went down a full point
which is huge.
I went down a full point in my thyroid.
Dude, that's huge. I mean, think about it. That's a 20. That's a 25%. Like that's a big deal.
I went down in my aluminum.
ALBUMIN.
Well, anyways, it's right in the middle of the reference range. So that's whatever it is, it's better than before. Oh, wait, that was inside. That's inside. Oh, no, it was low. It was low. I brought it back up. Okay. Okay. I have a good liver now.
So, yeah, it's liver disease. If you have high levels, it's liver disease. So, problems with your liver. So, your liver is cleaned up.
I don't know. I don't know which one's iron. What? Alkaline phosphate? This one's thyroid. This is liver. This is my lipids. So we're still, we're still low on the good cholesterol and still high. Oh, we went up. We went up on the cholesterol list,
which makes sense because you're
only eating fat.
Right. That makes sense.
So yeah, like I don't want to stay on this diet forever, right?
No, yeah, this diet is not a forever diet.
But you said it's still not like high enough where I need to get cholesterol medication, but
yeah, no, you're good, especially with you working out and everything. You're fine. Again, I'm not a professional. I'm not a doctor, but
hey, I'll take one bad number over
8.
Yeah.
Go. Let's do the other ones.
Your
A1C is good. Look at that. You were high in your A1C, which is pre-diabetic.
Yeah.
Boom.
We're not diabetic anymore.
You're not considered pre-diabetes.
Yeah. And then BMP, none of these
glucose metabolism, chloride, calcium.
Yeah, none of these were a thing. So, yeah. Diabetes, what's that? I don't know.
There's a lot of people that I have talked to that do the carnivore diet that are pre-diabetic. or that are even diabetic, and they do the carnivore diet and they're off their diabetes medication. I don't know why. I'm not advocating for it. Again, I'm not a doctor, so no one sue. But it's a well documented thing that a lot of people who are pre-diabetic get on the carnivore diet and suddenly they're not diabetic anymore.
Yeah, we went up 20
10 points.
MGs. I don't know. So yeah, that's everything else got better. Cholesterol went up.
Yeah,
low cholesterol.
Sense,
The good one stayed the same.
Your lipids.
So, yeah, lipids stayed the same.
So that again, that's just something. Once you lose the weight, that's something that we'll work on and we'll get lower, and you'll be good.
Eat less fat. Yeah.
Essentially, yep. Eat more fibrous content, but we'll get to that once
I can
you
finally start eating green stuff.
Yeah, once you lose the weight, and everything else will fall into place real quick.
Yeah. So now that I've just doxed myself, yeah.
So what did your doctor say after looking at all the results? What?
He's not very chatty. I was hoping he'd be like, "Oh wow, good job." I was like, "I've lost 60 pounds." It's like, "Okay." I was like,
"Wait,
like
really?
a high five, maybe." Right? He said that's good. I think so. He was looking at the results and he said, "Yeah." He said, "The thyroid, all of the other, thyroid's not a problem anymore." And yeah, he said cholesterol's not great, but not bad enough that you need to take cholesterol medication for it yet. So,
right.
Yeah, I didn't even get a high five for having lost 60 pounds.
What a loser. Yeah, do the and then also the one thing is make sure you drink a lot of water. If you're on the keto diet, guys.
Yeah.
Lots and lots and lots of water. At least a half a gallon a day, if not more. I mean, you just need to be, if you're not pissing every hour, pardon the French, if you're not peeing every hour, you're not, or every hour and a half, 2 hours, you're not drinking enough water. And that's just a life thing, by the way. I'm guilty of not
I've
drinking
always drank
water.
lots of water though.
I'm guilty of that.
Yeah. I pee. I feel like an old man. I have to pee so much. Like it's, I'm definitely going to have bladder problems when I'm older. But it'll be my own fault because I'm still drinking the same amount of water I always have. What's this? Oh, this is the PDF. Okay. Yeah, all the same numbers in one place. That would have been easier. Except it's just this year's. I didn't have a PDF for last year, so we needed. We were in the right place. We were in the right place, boys.
Well, good. Good.
Hey, and if the water's sparkling, it kind of makes your tummy feel like it's full for just a little bit.
But awesome, dude. Good for you. You're on the right track. Keep it up.
Yeah, I need to be better at the gym, but
yeah, I mean it is what it is.
Honestly, like that's like a secondary goal for me. Like if I can just lose the weight through dieting, that's the priority. If I can also get friggin' ripped, that's a plus.
Yeah, and also it just helps your body. It ups your metabolism. Lifting weights, being active helps your body in the long run, without question. They've done studies with people who are older, like you're talking late 70s, 80s, and they put them on a light. Obviously, you don't have an 80-year-old man benching 350. But, they'll put them on a 35-pound bench or a 50-pound bench, and he'll bench it. And then they look at, again, their blood levels, their bone density, and even old people who start to work out in the best way they can, their body improves. It's just it's a fact of life. So you got to do it. Sometimes it's not fun. Today was not fun. I was telling Alan, I had a bunch of blood work done. So we'll see where my blood work is. I'll pull that up.
Blood. Oh, I forgot to bring these up. Another thing that's just not worth it at all, like the Quest chips, keto cereal, way too expensive. It doesn't taste bad. Like if you're like, oh, I really need cereal. Here's the thing: breakfast cereal is like my favorite thing in the world.
Me too.
Even this, it just really doesn't do it. Look, there's nothing bad about it. If it was cheaper, I'd absolutely endorse it. But this is like $10 for a bag of cereal. It's like that's like 4 bowls. That's like 4 bowls of cereal. And again, it's not like, well, I guess it is super keto friendly because when I was reading the carbs before, I didn't know the difference between net carbs and total carbs. So it actually is pretty keto friendly. It's 14 grams total, but 9 of that is dietary fiber. So that's 5 grams.
Yeah,
That's actually pretty darn keto friendly.
Yeah, but
That's pretty good. It tastes good. It doesn't taste like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, my guys. Okay. Also, Cinnamon Toast Crunch isn't even the best cinnamon cereal. Cinnamon Life is. Okay.
Yeah, Cinnamon Life is delicious. I will agree.
Oh, it's so good.
I haven't had Cinnamon Life in years, but you bring that up.
So
that's one of my favorite cereals.
So I don't know where Winco exists, but there's one Winco like 30 minutes away from my house. It's worth the drive because all the groceries there are cheaper. They have a generic brand of Cinnamon Life. That's the other problem with Cinnamon Life is it's very expensive. It's like $6 a box.
Right.
They have their generic Cinnamon Life, $2 a box, baby. Whew. Our pantry stocked. Our kids eat it all the time, and that's like, yeah, it's sugary, but not as sugary as Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Okay. You gotta take your wins where you can,
where you can get them. But yeah, like I said, I had when it comes to gym though, yesterday I had a blood panel done. I had to do a whole bunch of blood. They took a pint. It was like I donated blood.
Yeah. Like
legitimately. And I went to the gym today because they took it last night. It was right before closing time for them. My physicals at the end of the day.
I give myself at least 2 days after giving.
Oh, dude, I went to the gym. I went to the strength was there. Like my strength was there.
Yeah,
like,
it's not. Yeah.
You know, I had
like you lose like 500 calories when you give blood.
Oh my gosh, dude! And
I didn't know that.
And then
so if you want to look, if you're still hungry, if you're trying to diet, and you're still hungry, give blood. That's 500 more calories you can eat.
500 more calories. Dude, all I know is, I lifted, I went to the deadlift. I threw on 100 pounds each side. So 200 pounds plus the bar 250, 300 pounds, something like that. Lifted it. Felt great. On my second set, my wife was like, you need to sit down. Like my face was just ghost white. I felt like garbage. Yep. Benching. I went to the bench, threw on the weight, threw it up a couple of times, and was just like, the stamina was just not there. The stamina was not there. So, but yeah, I mean, sometimes going to the gym sucks.
Blood's
sometimes
important.
It's not fun. And I love going to the gym. This is coming from someone who it's a stress relief for me to go to the gym and work out. So I can.
But you go with your wife, right?
I do go
sometimes. You also go by yourself.
I still go by if I like when I'm at work and stuff. Yeah, I go by myself. But when I'm at home, me and my wife go.
See, like if you still lived here, like I would enjoy going to the gym with you. When I go by myself, I'm just like in and out. I hate being there. I don't want to talk to anyone. I have headphones in. I want to get my exercise in and go. I hate life. I don't like going to the gym.
Yeah, I could see that. Like when I go by myself when I'm at work, I just don't.
It was super fun with you, but yeah.
Yeah. You need to get now you got to get Holden Adams. You got to go get Holden.
I do. I need to.
On the frickin'. He lives close by you. I think he just lives like 10 minutes south, 5 minutes south of you.
Yeah.
And he needs to work out because he got back from medical school and he's a fatso. Yeah. He's not a big fatso, but he's a fatso and he needs to lose weight.
Well, I need to be better friends with him because he was I was only friends with him through you, but I also like him. I think he's a cool guy.
Yeah, he's super chill.
But we're not friends, But I would be okay if we were.
I'm gonna give you his number, and you just need to text him and be like, "We need to go to the gym. Get your butt to the gym." And you guys need to meet up and go to the gym. He needs to because he's told me so many times, like, "I need to go to the gym and I don't have a workout buddy." Yeah. Well, then get your workout buddy.
Oh, they just built a new gym in the neighboring city, and it's significantly cheaper than Vasa right now, but
really?
Also Vasa is literally a block away from my house, so
which is awesome. Just have him come to Vasa.
Save $5 don't drive as far. It definitely helps. Having it like right next to my house is like you don't have an excuse, you know?
Yeah.
You can go.
But
Although I did have an excuse on Monday. I was going to go on Monday. Didn't end up going. But I did exercise. So
I'm too scared to ask.
I had sex.
I figured that's what it was.
I winked at the camera.
Yeah, well,
What do you think? I got in some reps, if you know what I mean.
Heck yeah. Well, I couldn't be prouder of you. Keep it up. You know, I know you're back on it over the holidays, you know, at the parties. Eat what you're going to eat, just in moderation. Yeah. And then come January, we'll hit it back hard again. And
I will say it's easier for me to do this diet right now too, because I'm a stay-at-home dad. So I don't have to like go places. I don't have to take. Although if I had an office job, I could take my broth to, and no one's gonna steal that lunch, right? Like, but I can't take that to the construction site, you know. But I could, you know. It's manageable. Well, it's definitely easier, you know, never having to leave the house. So I think I can get away with not having Christmas this year, you know?
Well, I don't
think we have a lot of Christmas plans.
Well, don't ruin the holidays or ruin the enjoyment because of what it is.
That's the thing. I'm not going to stop myself from having fun, but it's also, you know, a little sad to see the line go up. Yeah. You know, you're like, well, what if we just stop Christmas from coming? You know?
I must stop this whole thing. But how?
I just need more hate in my life, I guess, right? I just need to start hating the Who's.
Size is too small. But yeah, do your thing. Everybody stay healthy. Figure out what you're doing. And, you know, eat in moderation over the holiday season. And then in January, we'll hit it back again.
Yeah.
We'll hit it hard. Try to go to the gym, like you said, get to the gym tonight or tomorrow. Get to the gym. It sucks. Get your reps in.
Yeah, I'm gonna be sore again too.
Yeah, probably.
I waited too long.
But get your reps in. And you know, we'll do it again next week. And let's see where your weight is next week. I'm sure you're gonna be down a little bit more from where you are now.
Yeah.
And then and we'll go from there.
Yeah, I think we're just about done with the fast. the water weight. I think we're almost out of water weight. So
all right, gentlemen. All right, YouTube. That's all I got, unless you got something else, Alan.
No, that's it. See you next week. Thursday?
Thursday. Yes, sir.
All right. See you then. Bye.
Okay. Peace.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. If it's true, please take a minute to subscribe to the channel, and you can join us along for the ride. And if you pay me, I'll try to be more entertaining. So please consider joining Patreon and getting your name in the credits with pride.
I'd buy that for $1.